We all are in a game called Immortality Factory. It is a, oh wow, it's pretty big. It's a it's a small game. It's on itch.io. About automating some like resource production, and yeah, it's pretty cool. So yeah, to start out, I think I see these right here are our these are like storage bins basically, and they have these coins in them that we can take out. And then up here we have research that we can do. And then here's our laboratory. We're going to put these in there to do research. So we're going to start out by doing this one. We're going to click on that. So now if we put this in here, it will research it. And there we go, 25%. And after doing a few more, the research is now completed. And that has unlocked us this other tab up here with actually one new tab. So this is the new tab. We got machines. You can click to buy a machine, but with the resources, we have an air pump, which sucks in potent air from the surrounding valley and puts it in a bottle. And then we have storage, a single storage place for a single resource, which I'm pretty sure is what these are. Can we move them? There's got to be some way to move them. Right click to move machines. Okay, maybe we'll unlock that a little later on. But anyway, so let's try to get an air pump, I think. Actually, let's look at research first. So these look like they all need the air stuff. So let's do a little bit more research. And let's do I'm sorry, not research. Let's do a little bit of another machine. Let's get an air pump. It looks like it took our resources from over there, and now we can place this down. We'll just put it like right there. And then after a bit of time, we get air. Now it will stop producing until we take this air, but I think we can take it and put it in our storage spots, these things. So can I move this now? I still can't. I wonder about the whole right click movement thing. And after letting this go a little bit, I also just realized we unlocked a new tab up here, the resources tab, where we can see the resources. We had a gold coin, those were what we had at the beginning, and now we have our rich air from the air extractor thing. Now with those air, I think we can go and we can, yes, do a little bit more research. Let's see, pump speed increases the speed of your air pumps. That sounds good. We'll do that, I think, first. So throw a couple of these in our laboratory. I think probably just take these out as they are made. Soon it is done. Now if we go back into the research tab, what do we have? We've got, or no, I'm sorry, the research tab. We have these gems, it looks like, which we don't have yet, but we have some more air, which will get a refinery. Monocrystals, probably what those are. And the ability to right click, the ability to right click to move machines. So let's get that unlocked. And after a few of these airs, it should be done. Now we have one more new tab. We have the recipes tab. Ooh, where we can make those crystals. It looks like with 3 of these, I'm going to guess we have to put those into a refinery, as it says here, though, which I think we now have unlocked in the machines tab. Yep, refinery. We also can now move these around, so let me just set those up in a little bit of a better order down there, so that it's a little easier to get them all. We can move this as well. It looks like when you move stuff, though, you do lose items in their slot, I think. We've got an arrow right there, and then if I move it and place it down, it's gone. So all of our new research things are going to need the gems. So let's try to get a refinery down and see what that's all about. It needs 3 of those, which we do have. So let's put one of these like right here. And now we're going to maybe try putting one of these airs in there. Okay, it looks like it has a storage thing that we can just put a bunch in there. I think before I get any more of those, though, I'm going to try to get another of these air pumps, because it takes a while to fill that up with 3. But when this is done, what are we going to get? It's one of those crystals, as I thought. Now we have 3 more of those. We can get, oh, I'm sorry, it only costs 2, but we can get another air pump, place it next to the first. Now we've got a steady supply of these coming in, and I can start throwing a few more of them into here. And it does have a limit, it looks like, although you also need to set it, it looks like you need to take the one out of the end for it to keep going. So now it's, I think, completely filled up, but we'll take this out and put it in here and put more of these in there. And pretty soon we have a good amount of these crystals, and let's try to go for research speed now. Automation, that's going to be good. Ability to connect outputs to inputs to transfer that. Yeah, that's what we're going to get next. So 2 crystals. Throw these 2 crystals into the research. That just got rid of the crystal. That was not. And throw our second one in. And now it is done. And look at these. Now we have inputs and outputs. I guess we can, yep, click and drag. So now if we put this here, that should go straight to there. And can we put these straight into the research? Yes, we can. So we've got these now. Oops. And we can. There was one problem, though, where this one's creating extra. So we'll have to throw those in manually, which might overflow it, so maybe we'll just have to leave these here for now. And then with these crystals, we do need to be doing something, so let's go ahead and research a splitter and merger. That way we can merge both of these airs into one of these. Actually, how much is it to get another of those? Looks like with 2 crystals we get another refinery. I think I'll do that. So I'll grab a couple of these crystals that this makes. Disconnect that. And with that we have 2 crystals, so now I should be able to get another refinery and put it up top. And now we can connect one of these to there, and connect the other of these to the other of those. Let's actually move these around a little bit, just make it a little more organized. That's better. And if we throw this last one in there, I forgot this doesn't have an output, so that's just going to be collecting right there. But with an output, we should be able to, yep, finish that. And now we have mergers, and yep, mergers and splitters. So let's stop putting these into the research and start putting them in our storage. And I might just get rid of these. And with a little bit of waiting, now we have enough of these to maybe be able to get a merger down here. Yep, we'll put that out there. Connect all of these outputs to the inputs and connect this to the research. Now let's go for research speed, I think. That does seem to be the thing slowing us down right now. Although maybe it's not, as I see that this still does not always have a gem in it, so... Actually, these are definitely what's slowing us down. These are producing way too much air for these, it looks like. Although it's not actually stacking up, so maybe it's perfect. Now, it looks like you actually can pause research halfway through and start a different one, and it'll keep the progress on the past one, but I am just going to go for the research speed. As I'm sitting here waiting for it, actually, I'm going to decide that I'm going to grab a couple of these, and I'm going to store them down here so I can get another refinery, so that I can split some of these off. We have 3 of those now, and we can get another refinery, which we'll put right here. Grab another crystal for a splitter. And now if we take this splitter, we can put it right here. Put that input to there, and put this to there. We've got a good production of these gems now, although it'd be nice to get even one more refinery, just to have this one also doubled out, although it looks like it doesn't produce quite enough to both of them. Oh, this one does not actually have an output into there right now, I forgot about that, so we'll have to manually put those ones in. Oh, we finished the research, so let's get the next one going. We're going to do destroy stuff. Unless we're going to get a new machine and a new recipe. I think I'm actually going to disconnect this air pump and grab some of these airs from here and put them over here. Maybe get another air pump and just move this over to the side for now. One more. There we go. Now we just need to wait for one last thing of air, and we can get another air pump to put before this one. Connect these all up. Grab another merger, and I'm just going to connect all these together. Okay, I moved this around a little bit. These both go into a merger, which merges with the third one to go into there. So now we have good production of all of those crystals into the research. I did grab 2 of these airs, and I'm just going to try one of these storage. I think it's going to be... Oh, yeah, it is. It's just the same thing as these, but why not grab one more? Oh, now it only costs 1. I might as well even grab even one more, just to make sure I have enough storage. How expensive are they now? No, now they've become the gems, though. Oh, we have a lot more research, though, now. We have these... Looks like some purple liquid of some sort. New machine, abyssal door. Bigger storage unlocks a storage vault and combined stuff, which unlocks the unifier and a weak monogem. Wow. So I did take another peek at machines, and now we've got a disharmonizer, which it looks like it breaks resources apart by nature and magical sequence. Oh, that's big. Wow. We're gonna look at the recipes next, and it looks like we can turn... Oh, it looks like we can turn 4 crystals into a bunch of different things. I don't know if it's random or what. And then we could also turn some of that resource, I guess, into something else. So let's zoom out a little bit. And we do need to get some more research going, but none of these do anything for research. We can grab a disharmonizer, though, and place that over there. Grab this and put it a little farther away. And let's attach this to right here, just to get all those into that. But let's remove this and let's put that into the disharmonizer. So it already got 4 in there, which looks like that's all it can store, and now it's making some stuff. Let's see what it makes. We do actually need to grab a few more stuff here, so let's grab this and put it here. Remove the output here, grab this and put it here. Remove that output, and we're just going to put a few of these in manually. Alright, we'll do that. There we go. Oh, we need to take these out now. It looks like, yeah, so I guess it makes all 4 of them, and there's an output for each. I think next I am going to want to go for this, the bigger storage thing, storage vaults. Maybe those will have inputs. That just needs a bunch of these, so we'll just take, it looks like actually we should be able to, if we take, so let's just move this to right here and merge both the top 2 into there. We connect this to right here. Oh, yep, now those are all going to merge into there, and I just have to move these out. Take this fire out, and we do have an extra gem here. Let's just put that, oh, I wanted to take and put all those into there. We'll just take the gems that this one's making, and we'll use them for building stuff, So this thing is really annoying. I keep having to move both of these 2 things out, so I'm thinking what I can do with those. And it looks like the fire, like I said before, can be made into something with the refinery, so I will take this refinery and disconnect it for a second and move it. It will get rid of all that, but that's okay. We're just going to move it right to here for now, down here. And let's just move this to like right there. And now I think we can turn, which of these becomes the fire? We need a few more of those produced. Actually, how much is it to get another refinery? We actually can almost grab, if we take off this, we should be able to wait for these 2 to start. And now we should be able to make another refinery, which we can put back there and get that one moving again. And let's move this to right here, connect those 2, and attach that to there. This one will just make stuff for us to grab and use. And now one of these should, let's just put this one in there. We do now have a few more resources, by the way. We got liquid curse, monodust, and the silica powder. And it looks like that silica powder is what we need to put in the refinery, and it's at the bottom. So we're going to attach this to here. And now we can just take these, put a few more of these in here, and it looks like 2 of them will start turning into something. And in a few seconds, then we have a, what is that? It looks like an obsidian plate. Now, I don't know what we can use those for. Oh, it looks like actually now that's what machines cost. The disharmonizer costs that, and the single storage costs that. Now it's just a game of waiting. We're just waiting for this to finish. Whenever it finishes, take one of these purple things out. And then it's just, again, waiting for these to put more gems into there. I might actually try to get more of these. How much will it cost? Another air pump will cost 4. So let's take off this for a second. And wait for all of these to finish producing theirs. We got 1. We already have 1 down there, so that's 2, 3, and this one should make a 4th anytime now. Yep, there's... Oh, where'd it go? Oh, it went into there. Beautiful. Now we can get another air pump. And now we do have a bunch more crystals backed up, and we also have an obsidian plate here. So we'll take the obsidian plate out. It looks like our research finished, so let's look. We now have a single storage, but now we have a storage vault, so let's actually stop the production of that. So we can take these and put them in our storage. And what can we use the obsidian plates for? We can get another single storage. We're not going to do that. Let's go for disharmonizer, I think. Now with those, the liquid curse again, we can use that for some research. So let's throw those all into our researcher. And I finally got my other refinery up here, which I can then connect to another merger. Now we need to get one more merger, which we should be able to grab. Connect this to that input, connect that to that input, move this down. And then we've got a lot of crystals going in there, maybe even more than it can hold. So we might actually have to take some of them out. Although let's try to get one of those storage. That's not going to research right now because that's taking in the purple things, which we would need combined stuff. So let's try to take and put this straight into there. And then these will just store, I guess, down here for now. Put a few more of those into there and store these down here as well. We're storing a lot of things. It's not good. We're going to have to, I think, just destroy that for now. Leave that down here with that. And we're going to put all the ones of these that we have into there. It's going to make more of these resources. Keep putting those in. Keep grabbing the fire. We're going to throw one of these back in the output just to make some room. Maybe throw one of these in the input. And I did just realize I can throw this combined stuff recipe there and then throw a few of these in while I'm waiting. I do need to be quick about taking all these out or this won't start again, but we'll throw a few more of these gems in. Throw a few more of our liquid curse back in. And we do not have enough fire to get another merger or a storage vault. That's what we wanted. We'll put a storage vault up here. That does have an input, so we'll put a storage vault. Actually, we're going to put it down here. We'll move this for now. Just put it right there, I guess. Down there. And now this storage vault should be able to take... Let's take the... We're going to put this output back up, or the merger back up here. And we'll connect that up to the storage there. Now that'll start storing those. And those, now all I have to move is the fire. And I can even put the fire back into here to make more obsidian plates. And looks like the storage vaults now cost obsidian plates. So after I get a third of those, and after getting our last one, we now can take that and we can build another storage vault, I think, just to be able to take these obsidian plates and put them in a storage vault. When this starts to get full, I can just swap this to the output of this and swap this input up to there. Swap this one down to leave that one there for a second. And this one, we're gonna need one more storage, aren't we? Let's just take and put that back into there. Delete that, put it here. Go back to combine stuff so that these can all start researching. And now we finally have 3 of those plates, and we can get another storage vault, or we could go for another disharmonizer. I don't know what our slowest part is right now. Is probably I'm gonna get one more storage vault with those 3, which we'll put right in the middle. That way these can go into a storage vault, and that way when we are not researching, we can research these into the combined stuff. Then that a little more. I think I'm gonna get rid of this for right now. I'm just gonna collect all the items for right now. And then I think we'll try to get like another disharmonizer first, which is gonna cost 4 of those, which we have, and place that right up top here. And then I'll have this one going into that one, and this one going into that one, well, after that finishes emptying. And now with both of those going to their each, we just need to get a whole nother one of the exact same setup as down here going, so we're going to go like that, maybe. Biggest thing is if we move this storage, it's going to do that again too, so let's get all of these going into there for some research, unless we need any of those. We're not going to need any. And one of our researchers finally finished. Now we have the abyssal door. Get rid of all that you don't need. That looks going to be like a... It's probably just going to be something to get rid of extra stuff, like maybe these, all the outputs we don't want to get rid of, like move, but I've just finished setting all those up to go places, like into there. Grab one more storage vault, and then I'm actually going to be finished with getting all of these. So we now have 2 of these set up, so we have double the production. And they each have all of their storage done. So now all that we need to do is when we want to put these pinks in, we set all the pinks to go. Oh, we need one more, actually. Grab one more merger, plop it into the end there, connect that, and now whenever we want to put something in, we just go and we connect both of those, and we select the recipe, and they all get done. After a bit more research, we're getting pretty close. We just need, I think, one more of these to finish, and all the resources to go through, and then we should be done researching. It only needs 3 more. We're going to get 4 of them, so that will be good enough. This one finished, there's 2, and this one finished, so there's 1 more, and it is done. Now we unlocked a bunch of more of these, which all cost, what are those? I have no clue. Back into in recipes. Oh, it looks like those must be. Oh, those must be weak monogems, and then these must be pure monogems that we unlock with the weak ones. We also now have the unifier, which converges multiple resources into one. Looks like that's how we make those. We need 2 of those and 1 of that. Okay, that's good. So what we can do is we can get a couple unifiers with these. We can actually get 1 unifier after that. Oh, the next one actually costs those. That's annoying. And then we can just set these two of these to go into there. Oh no, we need each one to go into its own spot, I'm gonna guess. That one into there, that one into there. And then we can have one of these flames going into, we can have all the flames actually going into there. I did just realize there's basically nothing to do with the liquid curse. So I'm gonna grab, with the liquid curse, I'm gonna grab an abyssal door and place that over here, just to get rid of actually some of those liquid curses, because we don't have any real use for them, and I don't know how a crystal ended up in there. Now with the 4 of those we got, we can get 1 more unifier and place it down here. And now we can have both of them go at the same time, which can then be put into this merger, I guess. And then that can go straight into, we're going to need a new storage thing out. Actually, now that I'm not producing any of these, I can get rid of these. So we have a bunch right there, which we can actually just funnel into that abyssal door. But then all the other ones we're just putting into these. We got the 3, we don't have the 3 outputs. This one is not. This one will go into there. This one will go into there. And then these bottom things, the bottom things are the fire, aren't they? And then we can have all these gems go into there. And next thing I'm going to grab a whole new unifier and place it up top here. I can grab a whole new disharmonizer and place it right here. And connect it all up the exact same way that this one was. So we can have this go into there, and this one connect to up there. And then get all those into the storage where they're going to get gotten rid of. Have this go into there, and these 2 go in to the others. And then get the pumps and the these things down here. So now we got it completely tripled with the exact same setup over here that we had beneath it twice. This one's not outputting for some reason, because there's an extra fire, so we'll just get rid of that. And get rid of this. And get rid of that. And pretty soon we're just waiting for a few more of those gems to finish the crystal research. And then we're going to unlock a lot more, oh my gosh, Destruction Plus. We're going to get to be able to disharmonize the Liquid Curse and Obsidian Plate. Sounds like it's going to get pretty complicated next. Did just finish, so now it only takes 3 gems to make in the disharmonizer for this thing to make all of those resources, which is going to make it a lot cheaper. So yeah, that's good. I think that is going to be it for now though, because it looks like it's about to start getting really complicated and intense. But maybe we'll look at that another time. Thanks for watching. But that is going to be it for now.